So I found 2 remote jobs that don't require any experience. One of them starts July 8th, 2024. You can work either first or second shift, and they'll provide training for that position. It says so right in the job lead. And I'm just assuming here, but I'm thinking the other job will provide some degree of training because it is a no experience needed job, and they probably want you to do the work the way they want it done. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to jump into the first of the 2 no experience needed remote jobs. And that one comes to us from the company called Freedom Mortgage, and just like the name implies, they're a mortgage company. Right now they have an opening for a licensing specialist, and this is a full-time remote position. You can do this job anywhere within the United States, and I'm just going to scroll on down this job lead just like I always do to see if they tell us how much they pay, and I don't see it in this job lead, so I had to do just a little bit of research. So I turned to the trusted source Glassdoor, and if you don't know what Glassdoor is, it's just a platform where current and former employees can leave reviews about companies, and they can also indicate the salary they've been paid for specific positions. So I first went to the profile page for Freedom Mortgage looking for the salary for a licensing specialist, and they didn't have that particular job listed. So I did a general search on Glassdoor, and it looks like licensing specialists tend to make a base salary of between $51,000 and $81,000 per year. So that comes to between $24.51 and $38.94 per hour. But I think that might be a little high for the licensing specialist job I'm sharing today because it is an entry-level position. They're not asking for any experience. So I'm thinking you'll probably earn closer to $20, maybe up to $23 per hour. But there's no way I can guarantee that's how much you'll make. You'll have to work that out with them. So going back to the job lead, as a licensing specialist, you'll be responsible for the licensing applications and tracking. You'll address issues as they arise and conduct independent research and solve problems. So on a regular basis, you'll track individual licenses, track education requirements, you'll complete and file all applications and renewals that are assigned to you. You'll address all deficiencies or inquiries from state regulators, answer questions related to foregoing, and address questions directly from business units and supervisors. You'll also make recommendations as to answers and solutions and assist others in department during overflow. So they're looking for someone who has an associate's degree or equivalent from a 2-year college or a technical school, or 6 months to 1 year related experience and or training, or equivalent combination of education and experience. So as long as you have an associate's degree or equivalent from a 2-year college or technical school, you don't need any experience for this position. However, you do need the ability to read and interpret documents such as safety rules, operating and maintenance instructions, and procedure manuals. You also need to be able to write routine reports and correspondence, and you also need to be able to speak effectively before groups of customers or employees of the organization. You also need basic math skills, and you are a problem solver. So if this job sounds interesting to you, it has the potential to pay about $20 per hour. You can find the direct link in the description below this video. This is job number 1. Our second no experience needed remote job comes to us from VRI. They provide personal emergency response services. And right now they're looking for a remote call center representative. So they have first and second shifts available, but they want you to be able to work at least 1 weekend day. This job starts July 8th, 2024, and they're going to pay $15 to $16 per hour, and they're going to train you in this position. Now I get it, $15 to $16 an hour, that might seem a little bit low, but this is your bare bones, entry-level, no experience needed remote call center representative position. This is the kind of job you can do for a little bit, get some experience, and then move on to bigger and better jobs. So if you have absolutely no experience in call center, this might be a really good opportunity for you. So in this job, you'll answer alerts from parents and grandparents all over the country to help them feel safe, secure, and supported. So you know those commercials, "I've fallen and I can't get up"? You're going to be on the other end of the line assisting those people. So that means you'll monitor a high volume of medical alerts, secondary alarms, and inbound phone calls with genuine concern. You'll receive alarm system calls or incoming telephone calls regarding emergency and non-emergency police and fire service, emergency ambulance service, information and after-hours calls for departments within a city. You'll answer those alarms and phone calls and determine the priority and situation, dispatch the appropriate parties, and determine location and type of response required. You'll answer customer questions using scripted and non-scripted responses, record details of calls, dispatches, and messages, and troubleshoot alarm systems and report malfunctions to ensure units receive necessary maintenance. You'll also answer routine inquiries and relay information and messages to and from appropriate agencies, departments, and to all other individuals or groups requiring notification, and maintain access to and security of highly sensitive materials. So to qualify for this position, all they want is a high school diploma or a GED. And for your internet, you need at least 5 megabits download and 2 megabits upload. And if you don't know what your internet speed is, just go to Google, type in speed test, and from there you can just run a quick speed test. You need to be able to work flexible hours and overtime when needed. You're self-motivated. You're also proficient in Microsoft Word, Excel, Outlook, and PowerPoint. You have excellent oral and written communication skills, and you're proficient in managing multiple tasks at the same time. So if this job interests you, this is a bare bones entry-level position that pays between $15 and $16 per hour. They'll provide training, and they have first and second shifts available. You can find the direct link in the description below this video. This is job number 2. Well, there you go. We just went over 2 no experience needed remote jobs. Hopefully one of these works out for you. Good luck to all of you who apply, and as always, thank you so much for visiting, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.